Hi, this is Carolina Peace, and I don't know, too many bands to talk about, but you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
What we've got here is
maximum voltage, maximum power, maximum carnage. This is Maximum Threshold. Call the show at
440-709-4977.
Maximum Threshold. And here's your hosts, Dom.
He's unstable, but possibly worse.
He's actually quite smart. He just makes errors of judgment along the way.
That's right. That's Full Scale Riot with Game Face. You New Yorkers out there, you Jersey guys. Full Scale Riot, man. They're coming out of your neck of the woods. It's got Tim in the band, formerly of MOD. That's right. And he's going to be on the show here in a little while. About 10 o'clock, and it's about an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, man. So I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. This week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show, episode 4. Who fucking cares? Hey, we had this past week, man, was pretty cool. The Morning Wagon, we did this kick-ass show at the Cleveland Agora, opening up for Striper. We're letting them close for us, I should say. And the day before that, on Friday, Michael just happened to be on one of the local radio stations out here, terrestrial radio, and I happened to record it, and I'm going to play that for you in a minute. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, I'm going to play it and get to hear just how good Mako is on the phone, on the microphone. So, hey, I want to thank everybody again. I mean, it's really cool you guys are tuning in. I want to thank everyone for everything and everyone for nothing. Because without you, whatever, fuck, you know how it goes. So, whatever. Let's see. Ain't really much going on. Steel Panthers on the road. So, maybe they might be coming to your neck of the woods. So, keep your eyes on tour dates as well as Morning Wagon dates. There's nothing planned yet, but you never know, man. Never know. Never, ever know. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I want to thank all of you guys right now, especially the ones that are listening to us on TuneIn Radio. It's really cool. And the people over there at the Indie Authority, you guys got our feed. Because I'm broadcasting on your shit right now and you're listening to me. So if you're listening on the Indie Authority, you guys had no fucking choice. You're hearing me talk right now. Nah. You get to hear these really kick-ass interviews. Tonight, I got a few lined up. 45 minutes. We're going to have Mark from Trickster. Then 10 o'clock, we're going to have Tim and BJ from Full Scale Riot calling in. 10 o'clock sharp. So let me get right into this and start this off right with Michael. Michael does a great job. I got to talk to him, man. He's the best drummer in our band. That's right. And he's really good about talking about himself. No, I'm just fucking around. Here you go, man. Check this out. This is a really cool interview. You guys like this. We were talking about kissing somebody's ass. This guy takes it to another level. That's right. I think he was doing his shooting tongue darts out at him. Here you go. I'll be back after this here at Maximum Threshold. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, the time is 9:10, and we are going to close out tonight's show talking about the big event tomorrow at the Agora Theater featuring Stryper. They are going to be performing the To Hell with the Devil album, celebrating 30 years of that album. They're going to play the album in its entirety and also wear their original stage outfits from back then. I wonder if they're all the same size. I wonder if they can actually fit in the same exact clothes from that era. I don't know, man. Can you fit in clothes that are 30 years old? I don't think most of us listening to the show could, but should be interesting. There's two Cleveland bands also on the bill, Shock Frenzy and Morning Wagon, and joining us live on the air right now from Morning Wagon is Michael Strong. Michael, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, Bill. How are you?
I have to ask you this question. Can you fit in clothes from 30 years ago right now, the exact same clothes?
My socks? Yeah, absolutely. I could fit in my socks. Yeah, that's funny because I was listening and I started cracking up because I'm thinking, what could I fit in from 30 years ago? Definitely I would say my shoes are probably the same size as well. So I don't want to brag or anything, but yeah, my shoes and socks I could definitely fit in. I think my jeans and my shirts probably not. Although I do have a Trouble shirt from the 91 tour that I only break out when they come around, and it still fits. It's a little snug in the midsection, but a little tight in the armpits, but I still wear it.
Yeah, I used to buy medium shirts back then, and man, they were more on the small side back then. I could still wear some of my old larges, but not the mediums. I gave those to my daughter, Lily.
It's all that shoveling and hiking you do that's keeping you trim and fit and sexy.
Michael, tell us about Morning Wagon. We're going to play a song by you guys that was recorded live at the Beachland, but tell our listeners a little about the band in case they are not familiar with you guys.
Well, we are the greatest band that I am in. We have a very handsome, sexy drummer, and we play original music. So obviously from the Cleveland area. We're kind of, it's hard to describe the music because we're kind of stuck in no man's land because we're not like super heavy and we're not like really poppy. Like we're in no man's land. We played with everybody from like the hair metal bands that come through to like some death metal bands. and everything in between. We try to have like a nice groove to the music. So like, if your lady wants to swing her hips a little bit, we try to be, not get too metal, but not too soft. So we just kind of, like, whatever we come up with, we just throw it out there, and if we like it, if 3/4 of the guys in the band like it, we'll play it. If not, we'll scrap it and try to sneak it in on each other at some other point. But we've been together for a few years. This is actually our one and only show this year for some reason. We just haven't been too active. We've been working on some new songs and doing, like, everybody's been doing some family stuff because we're not like young whippersnappers anymore. So, you know, it's really all about the love of the music, you know, like, we really appreciate, like, the stuff that you do. You've always been a champion for not only metal and hard rock, but also local Cleveland-bred heavy metal and hard rock. And, you know, we all appreciate everything that you've done, not just for us, but for everyone in the local music community.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Michael.
Yeah.
We're going to play a song here that your guitar player sent over, a live song from the Beachland. And I already had a listener message me here and asked if you had anything like that's released or that people could purchase. Do you have a CD out or some things up on iTunes that people can get?
We have, I believe Dominic recently put actually the live thing from that show up on iTunes, and I believe it's on Spotify and whatever all those other music service kids these days listen to. But especially on iTunes, we were working on we had a CD done, and then our singer left, and we decided to just kind of soldier on, and our bass player sings and I sing. We split the vocal duties, and to be honest with you, if I was able to sing, I wouldn't be lugging all them drums around all the time. But in the true spirit of rock and roll and the defiance of hard rock and heavy metal, we just soldier on and hope that it's not too bad. We've gotten pretty positive feedback overall when we had to soldier on without a vocalist. So people liked it. They said it's not awful. So yeah, you can find it there. Well, if you see one of us anywhere, you know, we'll give you a CD, probably a shirt, probably a backpack, maybe a lunch pail. You know, we're pretty much along the lines of, we don't really end up selling our merchandise. We always end up just giving it away free. I'm like the worst businessman Jim in the history of all people of my tribe. So, you know, my grandfather would tell me, Michael, you can't give it away. You got to sell it. But I always give it away.
It's what we do. It's what we do. Yeah.
This is what we do, Grandpa. Yeah.
Well, Michael.
Dad and Michael, you got to make money. So you do it for the love. So
We're going to play that song, and then we got to get moving here because we got some tickets from the Agora to give away to this show. So, Michael, thanks for joining us here. And anything else you'd like to say real quick to our listeners?
Well, I already thanked you for all your years of being gregarious and generous to all the musicians and the bands and everything over the years. Anybody who meets you, you're always nothing but kind and warm. Unless it's snowing, and then you pull over and shovel their driveway. So I'd like to thank you, and I hope that, I think personally that you're a big part of Cleveland being such a good city for metal and hard rock, and there's a really good, strong community that people don't realize. You know, a lot of people just go and see the cover bands, but there's a lot of us sweating it out in the little clubs, and thanks to people like you, you help spread the word. And, you know, we try to do what we do on the internet, Maximum Threshold. You can check out a little bit more uncensored stuff. We play a lot of the same stuff Bill does. We get a little crazier because we don't have to watch our tongues. And, you know, just everybody go out and support local live music. You know, buy some music, buy a shirt, because I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't understand this still. When most of us original local bands, we don't make any money when we play these shows. We actually lose money. And when you buy shirts or if you buy CDs or anything like that, you're helping the band, because some people are like, oh, you guys are making a lot of money doing this, playing for service. No, we're not. We're doing it for the love of the band. And like I said, I'm not talking about me, because if you come up to us, I'll probably give you stuff if you ask nicely. But like other bands in general, like, support the music. Go see these bands, because if you don't, some of these clubs are going to end up eventually closing. I mean, we're lucky here. We have like some legendary places like the Agora that there's people that are coming from like New York, and I actually have a friend from Utah coming just to see this show specifically. And because it's at the Agora, this is a legendary place. And, you know, I know you've had your bands play there, so you know. And everybody needs to go out and don't just listen to the music on the radio, which is great that people, you know, you've been on for 100 years and people still love it. I remember tuning in when I was like younger, and I still tune in on Friday nights when I'm home getting into it. But you're keeping the spirit and you're keeping it out there and in everybody's conscious. But everybody needs to go and go see these bands. Even if there's 4 bands on the bill, there's probably at least one band that everybody who goes to see them will like. And it's important, because we are doing all these bands, we're all doing it for the love of music. And we feed off the energy of the people there. And, you know, you want someone to appreciate what you do and what everybody else does. And I'm not going to say anything political, but Bill Peters should have ran for president. Free ice cream for everybody.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Me and my ice cream cones. This is Morning Wagon with What You Don't Know. Was that the well done? That is Morning Wagon from Cleveland. They are
Well, there you go. There's a two for Morning Wagon. One was at the Beachland Ballroom, and the other one was recorded last Saturday at the Cleveland Agora. And that was with Don't Break. And before that, you heard, of course, What You Down Now. And this is the first time I actually listened to the song all the way through. This is just a video. I was just playing. I was just watching along with you guys and just listening to it. And it wasn't that bad. I have the audio that I took. I'm going to work on that. And down the road, after I edit it all up and stuff, it'll be cool. But yeah, man, I want to thank everybody who came to check the show out. Not even, who cares you came to see Striper, man? You came to see Morning fucking fucking wagon because we obliterated that place. Just by, I'll say this. Watching the videos back and then watching the bands that played there, I can say that us and Striper, we're kind of like running, side by side there for the energy level. That's no shit. Because I'll put it this way. You look at Tim, the bass player, and Striper, he just stands there. Then you got Steve. Steve moves around very little, but he moves around some. Then you obviously have Michael. Michael's all over the place. And so is Striper's guys. And Michael Sweet's all over the place. He's like just Shannon. Then you got Ox. Oz. Then he doesn't move around that much. I moved around a lot more than he did. And the other band, they really didn't move around that much at all, as far as I saw. But that's energy level. But I think, personally, let's see. Maximum Threshold, you on the air.
How you doing?
What's going on? Is this non-Beavis?
Yo, what up, brother man? Morning Wagon.
It's a morning
live.
It's a morning wagon production. So what'd you think about that?
Free shirts.
Titties for teas.
For me. And the alien.
Well, hey, I thought didn't they get some? Didn't you get some too?
You never get one, bro.
Didn't your hookups bring you any? Your peeps? Did your New York how's that go? Your posse out there, they didn't think of you and hook you up?
Oh, you said posse, bro. LeBron. Come on.
That's right. You got your posse, man.
NG, nigga.
Hey, so did they bring you back any shirts? I don't know what happened. I wasn't part of all that.
I know what happened. I didn't get one.
The contingency, that's the word I was looking for. The New York contingency.
I've been waiting for 7 years.
Well, why don't you get one? What are you waiting for?
Exactly, yeah. Waiting for you to give me one. That's what I'm waiting for, bro. Everyone's collar except me in the hell, you kid. Focus.
You know the drummer in the band. Ask him.
I got it.
If you send him a self-addressed stamped envelope, I'm sure he'll put one in there and send it to you.
Yeah, right. He'll send the envelope back.
What size you wear? Extra small?
XL, kid.
Oh, damn, you're a fatty. I'm in an XM. I'm a medium size.
Come back.
So did you see any? Did you watch any of those video clips of us?
Nah, man. I saw like one, brother. Oh. That was it, man. You gotta have it out organized, bro.
Oh, I
organize that shit.
I took all most of the shit down, and I'm gonna try to piece them together. But I couldn't find. There was only one song that I saw so far that was recorded all the way through, and that was the one I just played. Don't Break. Other than that, everything was like little. Like somebody recorded like 10 seconds here, 12 seconds or something like that. It's all small clips. I mean, that doesn't justify.
Piece them together, man. It's a full song, bro.
Yeah, you know how jacked up that sound. Just wait. I'm gonna play the introductions that we did from the show last from Saturday night. So I'll play that a little later. That's pretty cool. That's in the morning.
Go down, bro. How did it happen? How did it unfold, bro?
Well, it was pretty good, man. Then we had
you backstage with fucking Striper. Or
no, we didn't do that stuff. Why would we hang out with them? This is our show, man. They should have came and tried to hook up with us, but they didn't. Their peeps didn't come to contact us. They had to talk to our publicist, and that didn't happen. So obviously, we didn't grant them access to us. How's that?
Yeah, the best was when Sucktalica was opening for the Rolling Stones, and then the Rolling Stones came on back, and Metallica was dying to meet them. They just walked past them and blew them off.
That's funny.
They didn't give a fuck about Lars. Come on.
That's the Stones, man. They're like, I don't know who they are. They came out 30 years.
Too, exactly.
They came out 30 years after they started.
They suck.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
You got the new one.
Dominici. How was it with fucking Groove in 54, brother?
Oh, man.
How was Groove? Was she wasted?
Yeah, oh, he passed out in my car, man. He had drool going down his chin. We were going to start drawing dicks on his head and stuff. But I was driving, so I couldn't do that.
We check like a case, bro, guaranteed.
That'd have been funny. But he was knocked the fuck out. But but he threw down, man. He threw down a lot. He did a good job.
Oh, hell yeah.
He did a good job, man. I was proud of him.
Yeah. What about 54? How'd he do, bro?
They both did great, man. Let's say Groove, I think he had some chick fucking with him. Someone with a cane. I don't remember the story. Ask him, though. Ask him about some chick with a cane. I guess she was trying to pick up on him or something. That happens at morning wagon shows. You have the cripples. You had the cripples were coming on to him.
Dude, what about fucking 54? Did he get laid for once, man? Dude, I think I got laid since a whorehouse in the Navy in 1978.
He might have.
Come on.
Hey, they went out late at night, so I don't know what happened. No idea.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys go out? You went out too? How was the after party?
I mean, as far as I know, that went on till like 5 in the morning or some shit like that. That's pretty late. Yep.
5 in the morning?
Yep.
Good. You should have been fucking out there, bro.
I know, but I was a wreck, man. I had to get my medication inside my body. I didn't have it with me.
Medication? What are you talking medication?
Hey, man, I got to keep my levels under control.
What are you talking about levels, bro? Get the fuck out of here, man.
I got to keep myself sane.
Fuck out.
You don't understand. I got to be sane.
Yeah, right. It's that. You got 50 dogs and 25 people to feed. I forgot about that.
Hey, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, man.
No, not the case.
So you were down. Tell everybody about your little excursion this weekend. Well, morning wagons. Why you didn't come check us out?
Me?
Yeah.
I was in fucking Miami, dude, hanging heavy, bro.
What were you doing?
Sailing on the fucking Biscayne Bay, 90-degree weather. What would you rather do?
I'd rather be playing a morning wagon show. How's that?
Oh yeah, well you had no choice, bro.
Yeah, I did. I could have said that.
What I'm saying? You had a choice?
Yeah, I could have done it or not.
No shit. Yeah, stay home with 50 dogs and fucking smoke in the house or play.
That's all right. I went out and played. So what
you know what I'm saying?
So tell us about what happened in Miami.
Oh, brother, heavy duty, man. Hanging out, hanging heavy. You know the deal. A lot of meats, man. A lot of chicks without canes. You know.
How come we didn't see any pictures or anything like that? I didn't see any pictures or nothing.
No shit. I'm trying to keep her from you, man. You're trying to steal my thunder.
I ain't gonna steal your thunder, man.
Photoshop your face in it.
Trust me, I'm not hating on you, not at all. No, I give you props when props are due, man.
Dude, you're hanging out on the beach. You got all these pitbull looking dudes with fucking model perfect 10 chicks, topless. Insane, but talking, hanging out like something's wrong with that, you know? Robbed in Miami.
Did you get robbed in Miami?
What'd you guys eat, bro?
I don't remember.
You showed them some good food?
Our rider didn't come through.
Motherfucker!
Hey, you ain't George Lynch, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Did you guys give them some good fucking food, man?
Where? On a rider?
Yeah, it was on the rider. Other than no brown M&Ms.
Midgets.
Dominici Ricci, baby.
Okay, man, I gotta get going here because I got an interview here in about 5 minutes.
What's the apps?
We got Mark Gus Scott calling in.
Don't forget to talk about Paramus Park Mall.
Okay.
Fucking in Lemoore.
Okay, just send me messages on here.
Don't forget to tell Tim McMurtry about number 8 school.
Okay. Remind me, because I already forgot what you said.
He lived across the street from the Little League field.
Okay.
Don't forget that one.
Okay, make sure you message me so I remember that.
Bro. Jay the Dominici Ricci.
See you later, man.
Later.
Thanks a lot, Miami. I am never coming back. Hallelujah.
Hey everybody, this is PJ Fars and Trickster, and you're listening to me on MaximumThreshold.net. So when you're done watching porn, click back over to Maximum Threshold.
you want to follow Maximum Threshold Radio, you can do so. You can find us at MaximumThreshold.net, Facebook, Facebook.com/Maximum Threshold Radio, Twitter at Max Threshold. You can also get us on YouTube at YouTube.com/Maximum Threshold. Pretty damn simple, huh? Check us out. Follow us. Be part of us.
Have a smartphone, iPod, iPad, or even Roku? Grab the app, tune in, and search Maximum Threshold and hear the show live directly from your device.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Hey, it's contest time. Be the second person to text the show at 440-252-0058 wins. That's right, call number 2, 440-252-0058. Shoot us a text and you'll win.
Hey, this is Chuck Billy from Testament on Maximum Threshold. Yeah.
You can now hear the Maximum Threshold radio show on Stitcher Radio. Stitcher allows you to listen to your favorite shows directly from your iPhone, Android phone, BlackBerry, and Palm Pre, on demand and on the go. Don't have Stitcher? Download it for free today at Stitcher.com. Once again, you can hear Maximum Threshold radio show on Stitcher.com.
And now, back to the guy with the hairline of Principal Belding and the tits of Kelly Kapowski, John.
My, it's all right now. I'm Saved by the Bell. Yeah, so what's going on out there, everybody? Hey, thanks for tuning in this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold of all radio shows. Hey, episode 4, like I said, I don't remember. But thanks for tuning in, man. It's really cool. And so far, the show's been on a roll, man. 50 minutes in. Seems like I just started. And we already knocked out a really cool interview Michael did on another radio show. So I wanted to air that for you. Plus, I played some exclusive Morning Wagon for you. And just show's just rolling right along, man. So I want to thank you again for tuning in. And it's all, man. It's all I got. I remember getting this record as a kid. I forgot what we did, man, to get the record. I think we popped some parking meters or something like that. And we got the record. Because the record cover we had the black cover of this one. I love Riots, man. You gotta love Riot. Man, with Mark Rial in the band back in the day, man, he was one of those early influences on me playing guitar. You could hear some of his styling in my guitar work. You hear mine's like a big mush of all kind of guitarists. But like I said, you listen to my shit, my rhythm and stuff like that. My rhythm is pretty smooth. Soloing though, I'm like I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, I got to break out some of those clips that me and Michael did. And we had a couple Steel Panther shows. Hilarious. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. I was just looking at last time we had Mark on the show was 2012. I was like, damn, that's like 5, 7. That was like 9 years ago. That's what it seemed like. So, yeah. So that's what's going on right now. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Yeah, I know you guys are just waiting by your speakers there. So do you guys like listen to me on your phone, or do you listen to the show on your computer, or are you driving in your car and you got in your car and you're listening to us? I think that'd be the coolest way of listening to the show, man. If you're just cruising around, you got 3 hours to kill, and you just want to just cruise, put this show on, because I'm playing some cool music. And I talk a little bit, and we have the interviews in there, which is really cool. I mean, if you listen to the shows that are out there these days, there's nobody as diverse as this one that's out there. They're usually they're all music, or they're all talk, or they're like this and that. They're not really, piecing it all together like we do here. I'm not tooting any horns or no shit like that. I'm just saying that we've been doing this for over 10 years now, and we kind of know the potion to this, and because we don't want to lose everybody. Because if it's all talk, you'll lose people. On live feed, recorded, people will stick around. They only stick around for like an hour and listen. But when you're doing a show like this, is like 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. You need to sprinkle it in with more shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit makes things better. Speaking of sprinkling shit, I saw Joe Dirt 2 last night again. And I fell asleep again. It's like the third time I fell asleep watching it. But I've seen the movie like 10 times, if not more. That's just a rough guess, but I know it's been a lot. Just because Joe Dirt was very influential in my life. I don't know how, but he was. That's all I got to say about that. I got some new music here that I'm going to play at some point, and I don't know when, but I have it. And I'm doing this. I'm putting that look on my face like, oh. I haven't listened to anything yet. Cause let's test out before Mark calls. Oh, before this Trickster you heard, I don't even know what the hell I played. I think I played Trickster before Riot. I think I played Trickster. I think that's how it was. And a bunch of commercials or something like that. We started off the show, like I said, with Full Scale Riot, which is really cool. Where's this? I have a new folder here with this. Here it is, temp music. Let's just check out some of this stuff. This here is new model Army. Eyes Get Used to the Darkness. I'm just gonna put it like in the middle of a song or something. Let's just check it out. Check it out with me. I'm listening. The breakdown. There you go. That was Doom Model Army. Hope you guys like that. That was Eyes Get Used to the Darkness. Okay, here's a message from Sylvia. She's from Heart of War. I haven't heard this. I haven't heard none of these songs. You're listening to me right along with you. Ooh, how you doing? I thought she was like, the song was like, they they were like sending me a message or something. It sounds like it's a full song. So far, that's pretty cool. I like that. I had to give that Elvis lip. That one lip goes up a bit. Like, yeah, what's up? I can throw a couple horns up. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And you. That's right. This goes out to you and you and you and you. Remember? Does anybody remember laughter? Okay, let's scan through. Okay, they sound pretty smooth. If you guys like this stuff, man, next week or something, I'll be bringing this back out. I'm starting to dig this. Okay, that's a message from Sylvia, Heart of War, here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Here's another one. This band, I've heard of them, Chrysalis. And this one's called My Eternity. So let's see what these guys, this is brand new stuff, so you're going to hear it right along with me. They got that corny sound. I want to hear a guitar solo. Was that it? Wait. Let's hear it. I don't want them to lose me. Okay, I scanned through the whole song. I hear one solo. I'm kind of get disappointed. What's up, man? What's up? This one's got to have a solo in it. Devil Dying by, what the hell's the name they called? They called him Zone. It's got to be good, right? The song's called Devil Dying. But the devil's dying, it's got to be good, right? And by who is it? They called him Zone. Okay, let's see what it's all about with Zone. Come on, guys. Let me at least get one juicy one. Do I have to call Juventud Guerrero up, the juicy one? I do what I gotta do, man. They're losing me. This is what A&R people do when they get new shit, man. Same thing I'm doing. Now they don't. Sometimes they don't. No, they don't even make it that far. They got a solo at least. Come on. I use this for commercials. That's cool background for music for a commercial. Good bed. Yes, you listen to Maximum Threshold Radio, your source for everything of everything, everything thought of, everything forgotten. Maximum Threshold Radio. Did you like that? Like my promo? Was that cool? Did you like that? No, Beavis. We don't usually lose all our interviews. Don't happen that way. You know that. Crystal Clear by Hail Taxi. Here's another band.
It was a long December, it was cold and dry.
Uh-oh.
It felt like forever ago. We set our love aside and we didn't even know why we did it. We couldn't find a line to finish. I think about it from time to time, what life would be like if we hadn't left it
they're getting me.
And there's no sense dwelling, but my heart is
That's right, move your head to the side, left and right.
Perfume in the hall, there's still pictures hanging on the wall.
Like Night at the Roxbury.
It's not my fault, it's just hard to move on these days. Smell your perfume in the hall, there's still pictures hanging on the wall. I tried to take them down, it's not my fault, it's just so hard to move on these days. start this time. I made a promise to myself not to fall apart, but I eventually did in the ballpark where I met you, where you met me. We were playing baseball in a league. It was my all-time fantasy, something only that happens in dreams. I somehow smell your perfume in the hall. There's still pictures hanging on the wall. I tried to take them down.
Yeah, this band is called Crystal Clear. I think it is. Oh, the band's called Hail Taxi. Oh, the song's called Crystal Clear. In my dreams, you in clear. I see you in my ear. Didn't know what to do. That's why I wrote this song for you. Because this song is for you. I wrote this song and it goes, I got a guitar solo for you. Bring it back, baby. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, baby.
I'll smell your perfume in the hall. There's still pictures hanging on the wall. I tried to take them down.
Okay, so we got a good vibe on that. It sucked me into it because it had me singing along with it. That was Crystal Clear by Hail Taxi. I got one last one here. This is Meexic, Meaxic, with Back On. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't remember getting this, but I got it. So. Oh wait. That song started off too damn good. Should I listen anymore? Name that song. I'm going to name that in 2 notes. You're losing me with that ground shit. Oh. I dropped my soap in jail. Now it hurts when I sit down. Yeah, this is Meexic. Meaxic, Back on Me. You'll be hearing them again on Maximum Threshold. I just wanted to, because they got some kind of groove to it. So, but I got this one song here. This one's going out to Jeff Kiss. I know he's listening right now, but and Michael as well. This one goes out to you guys, man, because when I think of this song here, I think of you, man, and it's from the heart, and this just gets stuck in your head, and I know it. So this goes out to you guys. To Jeff Kiss and Michael, this guy.
Michael Strong, you motherfucker! Ow!
Yeah, right here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Ranium.
Supersonic, cosmic, chaotic.
Uranium.
Cold confusion of love's illusion. You give it all again. You give it all again. Your blood club tongue is a master.
Solo. Wow! Uranium, uranium, uranium. Uranium, uranium. Uranium, uranium, uranium.
Supersonic,
uranium, uranium, uranium.
cold confusion of love's illusion.
Uranium, uranium, uranium.
Uranium, what will break your kung fu grip on your guarded gate?
This is Nitro.
With your bark like seals and your castanet like jackfruit heels.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Nobody's playing this, man. Trust me in the world. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Uranium, uranium, uranium. This is Michael's part. It's uranium, uranium, uranium. Uranium, uranium, uranium.
Exotic, toxic, chronic.
Uranium, uranium. Uranium, uranium. Okay, I can't play. I can't take that anymore. Look at uranium. It's stuck in my fucking head now. Let's see. Okay, so my old friend put a new record out. Okay, he used to be a guitarist in Accept. He's got this new band named after himself. His second record out, Herman Frank. This record is fucking really damn good. So I'm gonna play a song off the new Herman Frank. There's a now I'm getting text messages, not messages in our chat room. I'm getting text messages about Nitro, the song Uranium. And he's saying let's go. There's a reason no one is playing this. And this guy he says, I request that song from the Lost Boys with the greased up sax guy. I thought it said sex guy. Here, let me play this. I'm gonna play this song. This is new Herman Frank. You guys dig this right along with me, so turn it up, man. There you go. This is good stuff.
Maximum Threshold! Under the sun of the moon! Rachel Martin, coming down!
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and this is your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News Report. Anthrax have been added as co-headliners to the Epiphone Revolver Music Awards show, which takes place at the Webster Hall in New York City, New York on December 13th, 2016. The awards will be hosted by Megadeth's Dave Mustaine and Sirius XM's Jose Mangin. Bands to play will be Megadeth, Zakk Wylde, Trivium, Lacuna Coil, Stitched Up Heart, and a Fallen Heroes All-Star Jam featuring Ace Frehley, Bumblefoot, Pop Evil, Butcher Babies, and others. And Lamb of God are now streaming their new track, Culling, on YouTube. The song originally began in 2009 when they wrote the album Wrath. They have now polished it up and have included it on their new EP, The Duke, which is now out. And Black Sabbath have released an alternate rendition of their song Iron Man, which will be one of the bonuses on their new Paranoid Super Deluxe Edition set. The alternate version has some different lyrics and was recorded live in Montreux, Switzerland in August 1970. The song is streaming for a limited time at rollingstone.com. Continuing with your MaximumThreshold.net rock and metal news, Hailstorm have released a cover of AC/DC's Mistress for Christmas for the Christmas season, and it's now on YouTube. You can pick it up on iTunes, Amazon, and other digital retailers. And Act of Defiance, featuring former Megadeth members and Shadow's Fall members, among others, have started to work on their next album. And guitarist Chris Broderick stated to Loudwire, "Personally, I'm working on 4 songs that I've got right now. I know Sean Drover already circulated 2 songs that he's working on, and so that's really where we're at. We're at the writing process, the demoing process, but it's going really good." And finally, Avenged Sevenfold have released a video of behind the scenes of the making of their music video for the song The Stage on YouTube. And you can check out the puppetry and the reasoning behind the music video, etc. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Z, and this has been your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News Report. Thanks for tuning in.
Stephen Piercy from Rat. You're listening to MaximumThreshold.net.
Hello.
James Hetfield, and you're listening to MaximumThreshold.net. I just want to remind all the Metallica fans to go green, yeah! I want you to recycle aluminum cans, ooh, or plastic bags, or in our case, cords, yeah!
Now listen, people.
Who's that?
This may or may not be Paul Stanley from Kiss. I just wanna talk to my good friends Dom and Dan. You're listening to Maximum Threshold.net.
Listen. any magazine, look at the front cover, a rod. I love it. I love a rod in my hand. I love a rod in my face. I love when a rod goes down the bridge of my nose. Makes it look like I'm wearing a gladiator helmet. I love that. People say, no, Paul, it's not a rod, it's a rod. And I say, who's that? They said, Paul, he's a baseball player who got caught doing roids. And I said, so what? Sometimes I do hemorrhoids. I call them speed bumps. They say, no, Paul, not hemorrhoids, steroids. And I say, what's that? They say that's where big men stick things in their butt, make them better what they do. And I say, whoa, wait a minute. You're telling me there's a locker room full of men sticking things in their butt? Sign me up. Enjoy the show, people. Hold on now, listen. Now, I know I said I know that Dom's a big Kiss fan. And I know that Dom knows that I had some hip surgery. But I don't know if Dom knows why I had hip surgery. I hurt my hip. I was falling out of the closet. Now, a lot of people think that I'm gay, but I'm not. I don't think you should be judged on just a couple dozen experiences. Now, both those jokes were little Jimmy Norton's jokes. I can't take credit for those, because they're funny. Good people, you're listening to an internet radio show, and they don't give the music you deserve. By two hosts that show up on time. You tell them about Maximum Threshold. Darn it! I want to say thank you. Thank you, Maximum Threshold. I love you. People in the chat room, I love you. Dom, you've opened up your arms for me. Dan, you've opened up your legs and your cheeks for me. I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. Without you, there is no Paul on Saturday night. Yeah. People are amazed that I keep up with current events, but I do. And I was amazed at the story this week of a chimp attacking a human being. People say, Paul, you haven't seen anything like that live? And I said, I have. Good people, we was on stage in Milwaukee, Wisconsin about 10 years ago, and everything was fine. I was up on stage. I was dancing. I was prancing. Good people, I was doing that move where I put the guitar on my shoulder, make it look like I'm playing a violin. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's what I do. But then I noticed there's no bass. And I look over at Gene. Good people, there was a red-tailed hawk. It was attacking Gene. And I said, oh, no. This hawk thinks that Gene's wig is its nest. We got to do something. And I look over at Ace and I say, Ace, let's help him. Good people, Ace is on the floor. He's pointing at Gene. He's laughing at Gene. He's throwing croutons in Gene's wig so the bird pecks harder. So I know that Ace is going to help me. So I said, Peter, let's do it. And I look over, and Peter's in a sandbox squatting, and he's dropping a deuce. So he's no help. So I said, oh, no, this is all up to me. I got to save my brother. Good people, I took out my Norelco shaver, and I started shaving my chest hair. And I started molding my chest hair into a bird nest. Good people, this bird nest was 2.5 feet high. It was 8 feet in diameter due to my chest hair, my plethora of chest hair. And once the hawk saw my chest hair nest, it left Gene and it went to it. So I saved my brother Gene. I saved my band. And what does Gene do? He releases that piece of shit solo album just a couple of years later. Yeah,
That's the thanks that I get. But good people, I want to thank you. Yeah. People, I just got cut off, so I'm going to make this real quick, all right? I got cut off at my ratings, so let's go back to it. The food, I give it 1 star. Because it's the Olive Garden, people. You know you're not going to get authentic Italian food at the Olive Garden. Yeah. Service? All right, now this is kind of weird. I was going to give it a 1, but then Miguel laid his hog on my nose, so I'm giving it a 5. Yeah. Value? I got to give it 4.5 stars. $4, I'm sorry, $5.95. That's what people should be paying for my artwork, but you can get a meal like this at the Olive Garden. That's awesome. I love it. To all the people in the chat room, I said hi. All the people in the Netherlands, I said hi. Yeah! And Joe, you're doing a good job. All right! All right, now listen. You know what? The odds of Dan showing up to work on time, it's like seeing a black person at a kiss show. Slim and none. You know what I'm saying, people. You know what? Thursday, people come up to me, they say, Paul, you hear about Balloon Boy? And I said, no. No, I know a lot about balloon knots, but no, I know nothing about boys. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to go to jail. All those stories I hear about jail and what goes on. And well, actually, wait a minute. That kind of sounds like my kind of vacation. You know, people say, Paul, where'd your man boobs come from? And where'd all that chest hair go? And I said, well, I don't know where those man boobs came from, but what I did was I shaved a little bit of my chest hair, some of my sack hair, and I gave it to Gene, and that's what he's wearing for a wig now. People say, Paul, why's Gene an ass? I just say, you are what you eat, people. Yeah, take that one, Gene. So anyway, we got a new album coming out. It's Walmart exclusive, and I think it's perfect. It's a perfect marriage. You got Walmart, which is like white trash. Then you got us. It's like perfect. You know, you could go to Walmart. You can get your Tony Stewart tampons, your Dick Trickle condoms, beef jerky, and then just pick up Sonic Boom while you're there. It's perfect. All right. Dom, now you said you got Tommy Lee coming up. Now I want you to hook me up with him, because I like his big drumstick. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Dom. Now listen. Have a dynamite show, people. I'll be talking to you real soon. Say yeah. Good people, I love getting emails and questions from you, my people. So let's do it. Doug, Minnesota says, Paul, I saw the new Dr. Pepper commercial. Do you like Dr. Pepper? Doug, Minnesota, I don't. No. I only drink Zima and Smirnoff Ice. Dan W. from Cleveland writes, Paul, I seem to have a little bit of trouble with the ladies, and it could be for a whole number of reasons. But I think it's due to my lack of chest hair. Can you help me? Well, Dan, I can. People, I want to tell you about Paul's Chest Hair Club for Men. It's a highly scientific procedure where they take one chest hair from a donor and implant it on a girly man who lacks chest hair. Then use a shampoo that contains a mixture of soap and beetle dung, and you'll have a chest rub for the ages of 6 to 9 weeks. Good people, I'm not only the Chest Hair Club president, but I'm also the donor due to my plethora of chest hair. Dave in Montvale, New Jersey asked Paul, can you explain the Kiss Fart Freshener? I said, I can. Let's use our good friend Dom as an example. Good people, I've seen Dom's boxers, and they are a mess. So many skid marks, look like bacon strips. What you do is you put this thin, round, charcoal filter in the middle of said bacon strips. So when Dom is wearing them, the filter is flush up against his chocolate starfish. Then when Dom has a Chef Boyardee overstuffed ravioli fart, the fart passes through the filter and then comes out on the other end smelling like Kiss perfume, the Gene scent. But good people, this product failed because people would rather smell like a ravioli fart than Kiss perfume. People, I love you. Enjoy the show. All right, now listen. You know, people come up to me, they say, Paul, you see the Maximum Top 10 hottest girls? And I said, no. No, I don't care about that. But people, what I did was I came up with my own top 10 list. Top 10 chest hair. So let's do it. Good people. Coming in number 10, Ted Danson. Sam Malone from Cheers. Good people. His wig's worse than G's. Yeah, I said it. Coming in number 9, Simon Cowell from American Idol. I love his accent. Yeah. Number 8, Tom Selleck. Good people. I love getting mustache rides from Tom Selleck. I love it. Coming in number 7, George the Animal Steele from WWF. He ripped that turnbuckle, act all crazy, like Rodrigo without his medication.
Maximum Threshold, you're on air.
Yeah, how's it going? This is BJ from Full Scale Riot.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. I was playing your stuff earlier when we started to show off, and damn, man, it's some really good stuff you got going on there.
Hey, I'm glad you liked it, buddy. Really, that.
It definitely has that straight up. It gives you like that nice like throwback vibe to it. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, you know, we're all older guys,
Yeah.
so it just kind of came out that way. You know, I don't know if we were really going for it, but once we heard that sound, we're like, you know what? You know, this is where we're gonna stay. You know, this is where we're at.
Mm-hmm. It's the whole thing when I was listening to it. Actually, I had another side, Rising Tide, lined up over here. I was going to check that one out a little later. But
nice. It's one of my favorite on the record.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. You know, I tried to wait. You know, I gave it a quick run through already, and just to get the overall vibe from it. But then I want to like go back into it, and you know, and let the songs like sort of soak in and absorb, so I can get a better how can you say it, attachment to the song, so I can understand it more. You know what I mean?
Right on. Well, you know, you're breaking up a little bit, so I got a little bit what you're saying, and I'm glad that you want to listen to it more, you know, and get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm hoping a lot more people, you know, will see. We're actually doing a lyric video for that particular song, Rising Tide. That should be out hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Nice. Looking forward to that. And I really hope, you know, this band really, really takes off and you guys reach that goal that you want to do with this. What are your guys' plans?
Yeah, I hope so too, and I appreciate that, you know, with people like you helping us along the road. Hopefully we can get to that goal, you know.
Mm-hmm. What's the plan to get it out there?
You know, our plan right now is to just play as many shows as we possibly can. You know, get on some big bills and just get people to see us and get to know and enjoy the music.
Is your music out there to any other media outlets? Is it like sent out to like maybe some terrestrial stations or anything?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Is your music sent out to like terrestrial stations? With the college stations?
Oh, yeah, you mean terrestrial stations. Yeah, there's a few stations that got it. There's the local station by us, WSOU. They're supposed to be playing it soon. But really, a lot of the online community has stepped up and really supported up, not only us, but a lot of the other underground bands that that exist, and the nice thing is, I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but to me it just seems like hard, heavy, aggressive music is starting to catch a lot of fire. A lot of people are starting to pay attention to it again. And
Oh, yeah.
it's mostly because, I mean, I don't know if I can curse on the air.
Yeah, you
but
can.
It's mostly because there's no bullshit
Yeah.
behind it. You know, like basically people just saying what's on their mind,
Mhm.
as opposed to this sugar-coated garbage that's making us all fucking idiots.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I agree. Yeah, and I see the wave coming, man, and there's a lot of bands holding the banner up, and they're just pushing it through, and it's interesting to see on the next wave of music what's coming through.
Yeah, I mean, what's great is, like, you look at bands that have been doing it for years, like Sick of It All and Madball, and right now they're just catching, like, a lot of wind in their sails, and you can just see that, you know, that in particular the New York style of hardcore is starting to, you know, it's starting to get attention. And, you know, that's true with all. I mean, like, there's like a thrash resurgence now, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just think people are sick of the bubblegum bullshit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we have been like one of the bands that are coming back is like is it Leeway? They're making their push again, and I know that they got other
Eddie.
stuff going. Yeah, I mean, we just had them on the show here, like, I think like 2 weeks ago, and it's cool to see somebody like that, you know, who's gonna, you know, jump back in the ring there to get something going.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he hasn't lost a step. The guy's still got his voice, and like we played with him not too long ago, and it was amazing to hear, you know, the songs that you grew up and love played authentically and with the same passion with, you know, than what he had when he was, you know, a much younger man. So big shout out to Eddie. He's a good guy, and he's been helping us out a lot too, getting us, you know, playing with us, and he's a real fan of the band, so that's been a real help. You know?
Gotcha. For people who aren't familiar, what you do in the band, you want to tell them who you are and what you do in the band?
Yeah, for sure. Well, my name's BJ. I'm the singer for Full Scale Riot, and or screamer, as you would. I don't really sing much, although I am going to try more in the future. But yeah, that's me. That's what I do. And you know, I thank you for playing the music, and I hope everybody out there listening really digs it.
Gotcha. So what else you guys got planned, like after the record's out there to everybody?
I'm sorry, say that again, buddy.
What's your plan after the record is out and, you know, the most immediate people got a hold of it? Are you going to take it to the road and get out there?
Yeah, you know, we're all older guys, like I stated before, and we've got kids and you know, careers and stuff. I mean, you know, as much as we love and do the music as much as we possibly can, you know, we gotta focus on our families. So we're gonna get out as much as we can, and with that, we want to play, you know, to the areas that are, you know, really feeling us. Which, you know, what we would like to do is, like, you know, get on our Facebook page and our Instagram page and all of that stuff, and let us know. You know, let us know you're feeling it. Let us know that, you know, maybe you'd like to have us out there, and, you know, we'll take that into consideration.
Nice. Are you going to do any like come around the Cleveland area or anywhere, Chicago or anything like that?
You know, we would really like to. You know, we've got a few friends out there that you know, that would love to put us out, and you know, if the response is good, for sure, you know, we're game for anything. Basically, we're game to go where people want us, you know, and if we can make it work with our schedules, you know, that's because, you know, none of us are getting rich off of this. We're doing it.
Oh no, I
understand.
understand. I understand that.
You know?
I know that is.
So if we can get out there and people are going to enjoy it, then, you know, we're all for it.
Gotcha. How long have you been with the band? You know, how long has this band been around? I know it's pretty new, but how did they find you to get you in the band?
Well, yeah, it's funny. I mean, Tim, I think Tim's trying to call in now. So
yeah, we have problems with this line. Bringing another line on. Yeah, he's been trying to call.
Yeah, so I'll get him on in a little bit. But basically, how it started, Tim and I, many years back, I think in like 2006, we we met through a mutual friend, and you know, my buddy was like, "Hey, you know, I know someone is looking for a singer." Long story short, Tim and I immediately, and we had a lot of friends in common. Although we didn't really know each other from back in the day, we had a lot of friends in common. So we hit it off right away, and we started writing music for what became Full Scale Riot's first release, which was Rise.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't on that record. That record had Rob Machete doing vocals.
Okay.
And I wrote one of the songs on that record. But at the time, things were different, and we parted ways amicably. You know, like we still remained friends, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that project kind of died down, and Rob moved on to Generation Kill, and you know, all that started. And basically, with the way things are going within the world, we just, you know, I called up Tim, and we saw each other. It's like, yeah, we should start that project again, and boom, that's how it started.
Mm-hmm. I like it, man, and I'm glad you guys got that together. So you had Rob Dukes involved in this?
No. Rob Machete.
Oh, Rob Machete. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Rob's just kind of like.
I don't know if
well, you said Generation Kill, and it kind of all went together. So I was thinking of Dukes.
Yeah. There's a lot of Robs in that band. But yeah, Machete was, you know, originally in the band after I had left, and you know, that record was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it didn't really go far, so the band, you know, I guess, you know, they parted ways, and in come me and Tim and the rest of the guys. And I brought my buddy Evan, who, you know, was in a bunch of bands by my way. I live in New York State, so.
Okay.
And, you know, we just clicked from the first time we jammed. And we wrote, you know, I don't know if you have the Depopulation EP,
mm-hmm.
but the first song we wrote was that song, War.
Okay.
And like it just came together like that, like the, you know, snap of a finger. It came together. And from then we knew that, hey, you know, we can all work together. We all read each other well.
Yeah,
so.
the chemistry is what it's all about. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that chemistry, or you don't get that pop that you're trying to get together, man.
Yeah, I mean, without it, you know, and you can see it. You can see it, like, especially in our live shows. Like, we just kind of, as much as we're all in our own world, we're a pretty tight unit, and, you know, we're there to entertain and make sure people are having a good time.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully we can get out that way, and people can see for themselves, you know.
I hear you. The guy in our chat room, Beavis, is asking what neighborhood did you grow up in?
Well, I grew up about 30 minutes out of New York City in a town called Nyack, New York. So I'm lucky enough that I have the ability to go into the city, but I also have the ability to leave it the fuck behind me.
I hear you.
You know.
Yeah, they're asking. Tell us about some of your crazy stories at Lemoore. I'm sorry.
Well, you're gonna have to get Tim on that for that because Timmy has some great stories about the old MOD days, and you know, that shit's just fucking nuts. And it's also good to be in a band with, you know, with the basic legend. You know, I mean,
oh yeah,
that album, USA for MOD is you know, classic, fucking classic, and you know, Tim still shreds, which is great, you know. But we'll have to get him on to talk about the old Lemoore days. You know, I went there a lot as a kid, but you know, I was never on stage.
Yeah. Did you ever have your car broken in there?
I'm sorry, say that again.
You ever have your car broken into over there?
No.
I heard some good stories about people getting their car stolen out there.
Although that shit can definitely happen.
I'm in the Cleveland area, so I very seldom ever get out over in that area over there. But what are some of the bands that you see that are coming up around you that you really think that should get that extra push that other people should know about?
Yeah, you know, we got. I mean, for instance, we got a record release party coming up on the 26th at in Secaucus, New Jersey, at the Blue Room, and we got 10 bands that are on that bill, and the bands that are on that bill have been bands that have not only supported us, but are on their way and like doing their thing right now, playing as many shows and to as many people as possible. We've got friends like our buddies in Breed Apart, who are they're from Brooklyn, New York, and they're a good old school style hardcore band. We got our band friends from around us, Me with Creeps, Robots and Monsters. They're from Jersey. Silence Equals Death, fucking great young hardcore band. These guys have a lot of energy, and they just kick ass. I'm really, really impressed by those guys. We've got bands from the Bronx in Zirguri. They're fucking awesome. Mad Diesel. We've got a bunch of bands by us that that do their thing, and they all support each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really the only way that any of this shit's gonna work is if people support each other.
I hear. How much support you guys get, like, from the Boston area? You have any push over there?
We haven't ventured that way. We've been going more down towards like Maryland and stuff like that, and upstate New York. We plan to do the Massachusetts area soon. So I mean, if Massachusetts is listening, call us up. If the gig is right, we'll get our asses up there. As far as social media goes, a lot of people from all over the world have been liking us, but we have seen, Boston hardcore kids show us love, which is always great.
Mm-hmm. A couple questions I have here. They're asking, ask if you ever hung out at Olives.
That must be someone close to home or someone. Yeah. See, that's so by me there was this one club that constantly changed names, but they would have good punk rock shows, and that place was named Olive. So yeah, of course I hung out there. That was like unfortunately, I mean, this woman owns the best punk rock club around and refuses to let punk in, so her loss. And that type of shit's going on all over the place. The venues are disappearing, for aggressive music,
Oh yeah. Got another question. This one's from Hellion in our chat room. He's saying, ask if he used to cop Chiba on the corner of Depew Street. Is that Depew or Depew? Depew?
Well, luckily, I don't need to cop anything on the street. I'm gonna.
You ain't pushing no Chiba on the streets.
Yeah, none of that crap. Funny guys.
Let's see. Is there anything else you want to? I want to ask you about the Empower, the cover of your CD here. Who's the one who came up with that design?
Well, so the band was sitting around spitballing about what the fuck should be on the cover, and we thought about hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Tim's actually got that tattooed on him, and the three monkeys. Basically not saying shit, but we're like, actually, Tim came up with this, and he's like, what if there was just one monkey fucking shit up? Like, y'all motherfuckers, open your eyes, say something, hear this shit, hear what's going on. Yep. So I brought that concept to my best friend, J.R. Maloney, over at Vanguard Tattoo in Nyack, and he like, say no more. And he just fucking whipped it out, and in my opinion, he knocked it out the park. It's got like an old school feel, like thrash feel, but but that's basically the concept behind it. Like, wake the fuck up, guys.
Yeah. Got the Molotov cocktail going and everything.
Yeah. I gotta say, all politics aside, I never thought that anything I would say would be even remotely, coming true, because shit's fucked up right now, regardless of what side you're on.
That's right.
So,
everybody's just got to take care of yourself and do the right shit, and hopefully everything works out at the end. Because if you don't,
You gotta
you're
put family first.
Yeah, if you start worrying about what other people are doing, that's when shit just starts falling apart.
Exactly. And I don't know if you heard the song "All Day PMA" that's on the new record, but it's basically that premise. It's fuck what anyone else has to say. You focus on what you got to do to get you and yours to the next level, and just take care of you and yours. Don't worry about what anyone else has to say about shit, because it doesn't matter.
That's right. That's some good lines there, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I got a lot of shit going on in my head.
I hear you. What's the inspiration behind it other than something like going on? Anything that you like? Any storylines in your head, or do you use actual scenarios?
I mean, on a song like let's say, for instance, on the new album, "Hold You to the Fire," that song's more about we've all been wronged. We've all had people either talk behind your back or do shit to only benefit themselves, and while stepping on your neck.
Yeah.
And it's basically like that's coming from a point of empathy. Like, we've all been there. We've all had, that one coworker, or that one friend, quote unquote friend, who is basically smiling in your face, but meanwhile they're doing everything they can to make sure that you fucking fail.
That's right. The
and
snake.
Basically calling those people out. Well, with a song like that, it's like when I'm writing it, it's more or less. It's not directed at anyone in particular, but it's directed at having those feelings and being in that situation. And when I want people to feel the same way. Like, shit, I've been in that situation. I understand that. Fuck that. Hold these people to the fire and make them accountable for their shit.
I hear you. Is there any of the songs that you've ever written that when you sing them out to people and they listen to the lyrics, they totally came with a totally different thought of the song other than what you came up with?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, I've had people think that the song, like certain songs, are about certain people.
Yeah.
And when I'm writing them, it's never about one person in particular. So in that respect, yeah, kind of. I've had people that know me personally be like, "Yo, is that about so and so and so and so?" I'm like, no, it's not really like that.
Yeah.
But as far as people maybe twisting what I'm saying, hopefully that hasn't happened yet. I don't really know.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. It's a good question.
Let's see here. I just got a couple more things here. We'll let you get going. I had another question here from a chat room. You can tell these must be your fans here. They're saying, what's better, Casa del Sol or Bourbon Street?
What about them?
They want to know what's better.
I guess. Well, since I got my boy working at Casa del Sol, I'm gonna have to say Casa del Sol. So, I'm sure Bourbon Street's good, and it is good. I like their sliders, but I got my brother working in the kitchen at Casa del Sol. So there you go.
Gotcha. Well, let's see here. How can people get a hold of your music?
Well, that's a good question. So, as far as the new record right now, we have pre-orders up on merchnow.com. You can get the bundle, which is a T-shirt, the CD, a bunch of stuff. The new record goes live Black Friday, so you can buy it pretty much anywhere. I even saw, I was Googling the band, and I saw that it's going to be available at Target. So,
wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
like, really?
damn.
Target, that's some funny shit. Yeah, exactly.
You got to take a picture of yourself in Target holding one of them.
Yeah, so as far as the first EP, Depopulation, you'll also be able to get Empower on iTunes, Amazon. It'll be at Spotify, so you can give us a couple of pennies by listening to it that way. But same with Depopulation, the first EP. You can buy that on, iTunes, the whole, everything. It's out there. you can also, get all those links from any one of our social media accounts. So that's Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, Reverb Nation. There's even a MySpace account, but none of us know the password. So
I know that. I just happened to be creeping on mine like a couple weeks ago, just looking, pulling pictures up off there. I'm like, how did I get on this? I remember when it first came out, and I used to be able to put your like songs up there and hit like your little playlist, and you'd get like massive downloads or massive people listening to it. You're like, damn, where's it at now? I wish that it was still running.
Yeah, that's funny shit.
Yeah, it is. I remember when you used to get the codes on MySpace there, you can take that player from your band and put it on somebody else's site. And all of a sudden, like I used to run Carrie Underwood's site, so I would just take my old band and used to put her player in one of her on her page. I used to embed it on there. I shouldn't be saying that, but I put on there, and we would get like 100,000 listens, and we'd be going up in these MySpace charts, which back then they used to take you places.
Yeah, MySpace terrorism. I love that. That's great. It's like, yeah, I used to. I went on MySpace a couple of weeks ago and pulled up a bunch of pictures, and then I just see all these people. I'm like, where the fuck did these people go?
Did you notice who were in your top 8?
Yeah. Luckily, it was my wife. So my wife and like a few close friends. So that stayed true. But just funny how life has gone like from MySpace to Facebook, and it's just it's all the same shit.
Yeah, it is.
And
you got to master it. That's the messed up part of the whole thing. You have to master it if you're doing what we're doing. Being in a band or doing whatever. Gotta know how to beat it.
That's true. I mean, like even if you're selling pottery, you got to be on these fucking things. So
that's it.
What are you gonna do?
That's right.
But if for a band, I mean, you can't beat it because where else would I be able to see kids from Japan like music or so I mean the days of the fanzine unfortunately may be gone, but some of it can live on through this.
That's right.
And if you filter out all the bullshit that people are trying to feed you, you can actually find some good information.
That's right. Can you do us a quick favor?
Shoot.
Can you do a promo ID for a radio show? Just say your name, the band you're with, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it? And don't put no thought into it?
No doubt. Hey, what's good? This is DJ from Full Scale Riot. You're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. Turn that shit up.
That was perfect. That was perfect, man. BJ, hey, man, I thank you for taking time out and, getting on here and talking with us. And Tim, I know he's been trying to get on the air over here for a while, and if I would have known that I couldn't, I thought you guys were all calling like at one time, and like a 3-way or whatever. We would have had us all together, but it didn't work out that way. So if I would have known that we had been different calls, something like that, I had another number that we could have all called in and did a conference call on. So maybe we could plan it down the road again.
Yeah, I like that idea, and I really appreciate you playing our music.
Oh, no problem.
If we can get out that area, we'll definitely let you know, and be good to see you, bro.
Sounds good. And like I said, we got people out there in the New York, Jersey area, man. We'll send them out to some of your shows and get some coverage for you, and then we'll have them hang out with you guys and do some interviews.
That would be great. I really appreciate you taking the time and spreading the word.
No problem. I'm getting ready to play Rising Tide. You want to let people know what the song's about?
Yeah, well, here's one of those songs that it's just all about timing. This song is about, the going back to the social media thing, but all the craziness, misinformation people have fed on both sides, and it's just like everybody's picking their side and getting ready for this whatever the fuck it is, and you can just feel the tension brewing. You can feel, the water coming up to your neck, and it's just, it's about that, about being armed with facts. You don't have to worry about shit because you got a weapon. So it's basically that.
Gotcha. Okay, BJ. Hey, man, I thank you very much again for taking time out and calling in and being on our show tonight. I really appreciate that.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Maximum Threshold. Good times.
Have a good one.
It's what we become. I know I'm not the only one who sees that we have miserable.
This is the Hellion, and you are listening to Maximum Threshold on the net, where Dom just sacrificed a live goat in the name of metal!
Hey, everybody, this is Marky Ramone, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold with Dom. And I suggest everybody keep rocking.
Now it's time to rewind. Turn that bitch back to some old stuff for you.
Hey, everybody, this is Mike LaPon from Symphony X and Mike LaPon's Silent Assassins. And you're listening to Maximum Threshold. Go!
Everybody, this is Rob Halford, the Metal God, wishing everybody the best for the holiday season. Have a very metal Christmas. Dominic on the Maximum Threshold radio show.
Yeah, I got one more thing going on over here, then I'm getting out of here. I got this interview here with White Knuckle Riot. Gonna hear this is from Rad Chad, so I'm gonna play this for you. Then when we come back, we're gonna get out of here, and I'll see you guys next week. So here you go, White Knuckle Riot.
What's up, Metal Maniacs? Rad Chad from Maximum Threshold, MaximumThreshold.net. I'm joined with White Knuckle Riot. I'm at the Troubadour in Hollywood, California. Guys, from left to right, introduce yourselves.
I'm Brian, Beatdown Kelly, drums and percussion.
Carlos, guitar.
Johnny Schizo, vocals. Cyber guitar.
Miss Fire Riot, bass.
All right, man. So you guys are from NorCal. Obviously, I've been reading.
Hell yeah.
So tell me, man, what's been going on with you cats, man?
A lot. Actually, lately it's been a lot, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy. Come on down.
You got this.
You're the next contestant.
So, yeah, we've been, like I said, we've been really busy. A lot of things going on with us. Just dropped our debut album, 11-song album called The Murder Cup. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Rhapsody, Deezer, all that fun stuff. It's available. We also have hard discs at local stores.
What? Sometimes.
What?
He said hard disc. Hard disc. Yeah.
Sometimes when the bum down the street rips them off. Hey, little birdie told me you guys got a new member in the band, man.
Yeah, Carlos.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, good. So what? So you're bass, right?
No, guitar.
Oh, excuse me. Fuck, man. I'm sorry. I'm still. So how does it feel to be a new member, man?
This is my voice.
Man, how did you guys meet and all that good shit? What part of you might want to know?
We've been playing many shows together, like we all parties together. We're sponsored by
Up in Sacktown, huh?
Yeah. I'm actually from here. I'm from Van Nuys.
Oh, you're Van Nuys boy. Orale, man. All right. Van Nuys.
We were doing gay
Look at the time. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Gay porn.
Take two.
All right, fuck, man.
Regular porn.
Okay, all right. That's...
No, I'm
What, Mom? I'm coming right now. So you're a Van Nuys boy then, huh? Yeah. How'd you get into music, man? I mean.
Forever, man. Since I have my dress started, so it's been
Jesus, man. Are those glue-ons, man, or what? Fuck! Fuck, those are real, man.
That's real deal.
Right on, man. So
it's been fun.
Yeah, right on, man. So this was your first gig night. I just cut these guys playing, man. They just finished and they happened to come out and talk to me, man. These guys can fucking play, man. You guys need to check these guys out, man. And also, you guys got messages in your music too, from what I understand. Yeah. Military, correct? You guys are.
We love our military. I'm another military man right here.
Oh, you're a military guy? Right on, man.
We have
mad respect, bro.
For that, man. Not so much everything that goes on in the government, but our.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Yeah, I know. See, that's the problem about me. I'm a big supporter too, man. No matter what, I don't agree with the politics. I don't give a shit. But for us to sit there and say, don't support the troops that are over there, over here, or whatever, man, that's out there, man. So you got to support no matter what, man. Yep. So what else is going on with you cats, man? Tell me.
Besides the
music, the touring. Hey, you guys, you forgot to mention you're on Hellraiser, right?
We're going out on a tour with the Hellraiser tour.
Who you guys are touring with, man? Just so the
NVIDIA and Vices. Yeah.
Right on.
That just came together. Bands, man.
So check them out. They'll be in a town near you. So you need to check these cats out, man. You need to listen to them, man. Hey, what's your guys' websites, man?
White Knuckle Riot. Just whiteknuckleriot.com, Facebook.com, White Knuckle Riot. Anything with White Knuckle Riot.
Anything not White Knuckle. What about Red Knuckle? Anything with Red Knuckle? No, I'm sorry. No clue.
This is bad. Oh, put the copyright.
Hey, but all seriousness, guys, man. You guys you need to check these guys out. You need to go to their websites. They just dropped their EP, correct?
Yes.
Obviously, you can get it on your website, White Knuckle Riot.
Spotify, Deezer, iTunes.
Yeah, White Knuckle Riot. The album is called A Murder Cup.
Murdica. Oh, as in America, but it's Murdica. Right on, man. Right on. Hey, anything else before we get out of here? Get out of your dreads.
Check it out. Let's have some fun. Yes. See us out there. We'll see you out there on tour.
Hey, what's your next stops? Couple.
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
The next one was it Malone's, and then the next one after that is Fresno.
Fresno, and then you're gonna head across the states.
Yeah. Then we got Reno, Nevada.
Right on, man.
It goes all over.
Hey, thanks, guys, for taking the time out, man. Like I said, I'm very impressed by you guys, man. Check these guys out. Follow them. Check them out on social media. This is Rad Chad from Maximum Threshold. Horns up.
We are White Knuckle Riot. You're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. That's right.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack.
This common defense may involve serious commitments by us all. But free peoples will never remain free if they are not willing, if need be, to fight for their vital interests.
But today, I weep for my country. I've watched the events of recent months with a heavy, heavy heart.
listen to Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Airs live every Saturday night, 8 p.m. until whenever the fuck they shut up. So tune in.
It is pointless to resist.